Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Today is Thursday, and I made a promise, and I'm about to fulfill it. I told you I was going to help you this morning, those of you who have cars and those who want to have cars. I'm going to be discussing with Mr. Abe Akpatira. Abe is the nickname for Abiodun Akpatira. Okay, so let me confess that Abe has been my friend since 1972. When I failed my school start the first time and I had to go and repeat, Abe was the one who made my life comfortable when I got to Ahmadiyya College, Agege, way back then. I joined them mid-year and I'd never been to boarding house. The first person I met was Abe. The second person I met was Femi Pedro, who later on became the deputy governor. And since then, we've had a very strong friendship between us. And so, I'm quite a bit excited, more than usual, to bring him here. Abe set up Tyler Garage about 30 years ago. In between, he went to live in America for close to... Abe, how many years were you in America for when you left Lagos?
I'm not saying.
Okay, he was away for about 15 years. He went to school in Atlanta, went to school. We know his own. His own is different from those who we don't know. Abe's own is without dispute. And he was also the I'm so mysterious. He was also the former sales director or marketing director of Nikon. What do they call it now? They call it the Abuja Hilton, Abi? Nikon.
Yes, Abuja Hilton.
Abuja Hilton. So he comes with a whole... I had to give you his background so you know that you're not speaking to an ordinary mechanic. But he's quite knowledgeable. Abe, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I finally managed to drag you here. It's a big achievement for me. I'm giving myself a thumbs up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clear.
Oh, clear. Okay, so when I talk, you answer me. That's the whole idea. You're not here to watch me talk. You're here to participate with me. You get it. Then we're down. Are you sleeping?
Out of view, by the way.
I can't be out of view. We can see. We are on YouTube and we are on Facebook Live.
I cannot see you.
Oh, I see. Okay, we'll rectify that. But at least you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
I can hear you. Oh, fine. Okay, Abe, let's get down to business. And this is from personal experience. Owning a car now is a very big challenge. For some of us, for quite a number of people, they wish they never had the car in the first place, given the numerous problems that comes with owning a car in this dispensation. What are the problems that you have identified? I mean, you get clients regularly. Have the numbers gone down? Because of the cost of maintenance. I just want you to give me an idea of some of the problems now that car owners, the challenges that they face in today's situation.
Because of the rising cost of car ownership,
yes,
it has gone down a little bit, but not by much. What people are doing now is to switch to buying Nigerian used vehicles instead of
Tokumbo vehicles. Yes.
Yes, there are lots of those in the market now. A friend of mine just went from a Lexus 460 to buying a 2001 Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
Because of the high cost of running a vehicle. So he has downgraded to a 4-cylinder vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing more of that around the city now.
You said this friend of yours downgraded from the Lexus LS 460, which I believe is a V8 engine, right? And so he's gone down to first. So what's this myth? Is it a myth or is it true? What's this myth about fuel consumption with V8 engines, V6 engines, and four-plug engines? Is it a myth or is it a reality in terms of fuel consumption?
It is a reality. 4-cylinder vehicles consume less vehicle than a V6 and than a V8 vehicle.
Yes.
For instance, if you have a 1.5 liter motor in your car, it will consume less gasoline than a 2.0 or 2.4 liter engine vehicle. So in Nigeria, particularly in Lagos, because of the traffic situation, it's best to use a lower cylinder vehicle like a V4, V4, V6 is even bigger for Lagos.
Really?
That's why you see a lot of the Uber drivers driving Toyota Corolla, because most of them have 1.8 liter motor in it.
But the V6, in terms of engine, you know, I'm a driver. I'm a certified driver. If there had been car racing in this country when I was young, I probably would have taken part. But you tend to get a bit more power and speed from a V6 than a four plug engine. And so if there's no traffic,
so
yes,
where are you running to in Lagos? Where are you running to? You're on the bridge. Yesterday I was coming from VI to Surulere. It took me 3 hours to do 3 miles.
What time was this?
From 4 to 7 p.m.
Oh yes, I heard the traffic yesterday was impossible. In fact, I had it on good authority that the area boys had to take away the barricades on the third mainland bridge to provide some relief to drivers. So if you already have a V8, which I stupidly had, what do I do with it now? What should I do with my car? Sell it. Remember that you don't get good value for selling used in Nigeria cars. So do you have to? Is the sacrifice worth it?
Now you do get value for your Nigerian used vehicle because of the high cost of the Tokunbo vehicles. So times are changing. If you have a V8 vehicle, my advice to you is to have a V4 or 4-cylinder vehicle to supplement it. If you want to go to Ibadan and you need power, you can take your V8 vehicle to Ibadan. But if you are driving within the city, please stick to your 4-cylinder vehicle because you save gasoline and a lot of a headache.
Well, that's if you can afford to buy. That's if you can afford, because
the alternative is to sell the V8 and keep the V4.
Okay, so what if you had a V8 and can't I struggle to sell a V8 and then buy a 4 whatever, probably a bit older, and then buy a V6 to supplement it if I want to travel with it? Does that work out? As long as it
works out.
Yes,
depending on your needs.
Yes, depending on your needs. It's important that people, I think we buy things arbitrarily here. A lot of people buy to show off. See me like I am with my spare, now we don't get them now, and they pay a big price. Also, you spoke about imported vehicles. I'd like you to advise people that even if you want, don't assume that every imported vehicle, because it is Tokunbo and you start the engine and it starts pra. Remember what I think I sent you a video yesterday of a car that was brought to town, completely damaged beyond reason. I'd like you to educate our people on how you can check with the VIN report, how you can check the real situation on your car.
You can use Carfax to check the history of any vehicle you want to buy.
Okay.
There are dealers in Lagos and mechanics in Lagos that have Carfax connectivity.
Should you be talking to a dealer or a garage? I don't mean your garage.
You can talk to a garage. Most dealers have it in Lagos. The reason why is they want to know the accident history of the vehicle they want to bid on at the auction.
Oh, I see.
Because you can go to insurance auction, IAAI or Copart, and check, because most of the auction now is virtual. You don't have to go and visit the vehicle. They don't want you to come to site. So what you need to do is just check the VIN number of the vehicle, and the accident history of the vehicle will be listed on the vehicle lot. when you want to bid on it. So that will give you a lot of information.
Yes.
But if you want to buy a Tokunbo car in Nigeria, your best bet is to check the VIN to see the accident history, so you don't go from fry pan to fire.
Okay, like I said, we're on YouTube Live. I've got proof of that, and we're also on Facebook Live. So if you want to watch us, you jolly well can, and at least see the age of this my big Egbon that I have here. I call him my boy. It's just about a year. Is he? I mean, are you a year older than I am, or two?
Do you want to buy it back?
I want to buy it back. I remember, God bless my late dad about me. You would ask him about his friend. He would say, yes, I just went in school. And he said, but unfortunately, Ojumilo. Okay, I like throwing my age around. Now, I'd like you to advise our people. Is it that once you hear that a car has been accidented, you should write it off immediately? Or what are the things you should look for in that accident that would give you an assurance that if repaired, or in any case, the car would have been repaired in front of you, it will not be such a disaster to purchase one?
What you want to look for mainly is the chassis. Make sure the chassis is not damaged beyond repair.
Where's the chassis now? That's in front.
Yeah, it's the frame of the vehicle. It starts from the front to the end.
Okay. So it's not bent or anything.
Sometimes you see a vehicle on the road, particularly trucks, they will bend like to the left or to the right, like that. So that's the first thing you want to look for. The next thing you want to look for is to make sure that the engine itself was not affected during the accident, because that can create problem for you in the future. So you want to look, the main thing you want to look for in an accidental vehicle, it's the chassis, the motor, and do not go near a car that has a rollover.
That's rollover.
It has tumbled, and most of the structure of the vehicle has been altered.
Okay, so is that the one they call in Yoruba Toba Takiti?
Tobacco Kitty.
Tobacco Kitty.
Yeah, because in America, if you go to the auction, those are the cheapest cars you can buy, because they have been condemned to be used in America. They have been condemned to be used anywhere in the United States. And when our people bid, usually most savvy people
yes,
bid on those cars to scrap them and sell them as parts.
Okay, like you do, you go to Craigslist. You introduced me to the Craigslist where you can get old parts. So they dismember them.
They dismember them and sell them as scraps. Like the vehicle video you showed me yesterday.
Yes.
A gentleman actually driving that car to take to the scrapyard.
Okay.
You can hardly see the guy driving.
You can't see.
That's a catastrophic accident there. That car cannot be repaired. Even in Nigeria, it cannot be repaired. So what they do is they take it to, the guy was probably trying to save money on towing, and decide to drive to the junkyard or to the scrapyard.
What about deployment of airbags? Should that be taken for granted?
It should be taken seriously, because airbag is a safety feature in the vehicle. And right now, for newer vehicles, airbag surrounds the cabin of the vehicle. You have side airbags, you have door airbags, you have underneath airbag, you have airbags everywhere. And once they deploy, you have to replace them and reprogram them. But most cars in Nigeria, most Tokunbo cars we drive in Nigeria you can't get the airbag unless you order them from the United States or wherever the car was coming from. And they are very expensive. Some of them cost $500 for one unit.
Do we have the
the
technology to fix the airbag here?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's just a matter of installation and reprogramming. You reinitialize the airbag, so the ECU will know this thing is back online, and it will be monitored.
Okay, 9:20. In about 5 minutes, we'll need to take a break. When we come back, our lines are going to be open 0700 993 993 993 020146579190. I have Mr. Abe Akpatira of Tyler Garage. He's here, and we're talking about, owning a car now is a big deal. When I say big deal, I don't mean it in terms of for you to show off in your neighborhood, like I better pass my neighbor. No, but it involves a whole lot of things. Abe, some of these cars that we buy, when we buy them, you still find some people neglecting the maintenance of these cars. They don't do the service at the right time, and so on. And these cars are like 10, 15 years old already. So what do you have to tell my audience at home who managed to put money together to buy a car, but to now keep it on the road becomes a problem?
My first thing to tell them is about the transmission.
Okay.
There's hardly anybody in Lagos that maintain their transmission. We take it for granted that transmission lasts for a lifetime. No.
Yes.
They have to be serviced at intervals.
Oh, it has to be serviced.
That I know. Excuse me.
It has to be serviced
at intervals.
Intervals, yes.
Of say 15,000 miles, 20,000 kilometers. The oil has to be changed. The filters has to be changed. Some parts inside it has to, like monitoring sensors have to be changed. If you want to buy a Tokunbo car in Nigeria, the first thing you need to concentrate on is the engine and the transmission. Because most times the transmission goes bad in Nigeria, we just replace because there are no transmission repair shops around.
I see.
But places like America and England, you have transmission places all over. You take your car there, they'll assess the transmission, they'll change the oil, they'll change the filter, whatever parts is going bad or has gone bad, they'll replace so the transmission can last a little bit longer.
Isn't it also important to note that sometimes when you are buying the car, that is the time when, by rule, you need to replace certain parts because these parts have a lifetime. So if you are buying a car that is, say, 10 years old, that's probably the time you need to change the whole brake system. You need to take the steering rack. You need to change. Because these things it's important that people know that these parts have a life. They have a lifetime. So you better be mentally ready for that. Am I right or wrong?
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
That's why when you take your car to a dealership, the cost of maintenance is higher than if you take it to a local shop because they will go through the manual of the vehicle and see the starter motor has to be changed, the alternator has to be changed at 30,000 or 50,000 miles. Particularly the serpentine belt that runs your engine has to be changed at regular intervals, and they will not compromise.
Yes.
So when you take your car to the dealer, the cost is usually higher.
We are in Nigeria, but we are not in America. Do we have dealers here? I hold it there. I need to take a break. When we come back, okay. When we come back, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Where else can you get it? Then, the station best in talk.
That's why education is the main thing. Once you kill education, you can control the people.
Africans just like to blame.
It's our constitution ban military from intervention in the government.
Yeah, if you want to destroy any country, kill the education. It's as simple as that.
Former terrorists who are undergoing rehabilitation are now saying that the government's promise to pay them $30,000 has failed, and for that reason, they are on the streets protesting.
Possession doesn't win you matches round.
No, but if they can't hold on to the ball, they cannot score.
Another thing again is our officiating, especially in the league. Why is it that Nigerian referees are not selected for CAF tournaments or CAF matches?
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
As you see this way, I belong to the Chop Better gang. Now why anytime I want chop like this, I dey put better things inside. For my yam porridge, after I don't put my fish, I go come deck am with onions, tatashe and ugu, come season am with correct no cubes for that delicious taste. Because my people, good life na life where you chop better.
Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season am with no cubes for that ogbonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
A giant of Africa once said, life is good when you stream. So we did it for you. The soft life queen driven by ambition. The loyal fan that never misses a single game. Here we stream for you. So when you hit the play button, set your dreams in motion, laugh away your struggles, fill the air with the chants of your favorite team, and find the stories that breathe and speak to you. The new Showmax is here. Download the new Showmax app and from 1,200 Naira subscribe and dive into the land of streams. Showmax, streaming for Africa.
Introducing the Save and Win Pali Promo 3. This season, we're giving away 89 million Naira. Don't be left out. Save 10,000 Naira or more in your Union Bank account and perform at least 5 transactions monthly to qualify. And you could be the lucky winner of a brand new GA SUV, plus other exciting prizes. And it's open to new and existing customers. To open an account, visit unionbankng.com or download the Union mobile app or walk into any branch near you. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
The holy month of Ramadan is upon us. As we embark in this journey, let's not forget to show love through sharing. Stay ahead with Dairy Power from Sahur to Iftar. Join us every Monday to Friday as we explore the spiritual and physical benefits of the month. The show comes with exciting recipes that will make your Sahur and Iftar memorable. Catch us on our YouTube page, Hollandia Dairy Nigeria. This Ramadan, stay ahead with Dairy Power. Ramadan Mubarak from Hollandia.
Folake, where are you going? Won't you go to the cashier to settle your medical bills?
Bills? Cashier? My HMO already handles that.
You and these HMOs every time. Is it not the same HMOs we all know?
No, Reliance HMO is different. For example, I'm only here because I needed a physical examination. Other times, I chat with a doctor from the comfort of my home. I can even get a prescription delivered.
But they only cover you when you are ill.
That's not true. I had my facials done courtesy of my HMO. Even my workout sessions are covered by Reliance HMO.
How about hospitals?
Reliance HMO has a hospital roaming. Their relationship with providers makes it so easy to access care at any facility. Approvals take a short time.
They tell you what you're covered for?
With the Reliance Care app, I have all I need in my back pocket. I can connect with a rep in seconds.
How is that even possible?
This is Reliance HMO, the next generation health plan for businesses. Visit www.getreliancehealth.com or call 0201 700 1580.
As a mom preparing for a big family party, what's the right soup that goes well with Golden Penny Semovita? A, Eforiru. B, me and Taushe. C, Oha. D, all of the above.
All of the above.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Correct.
Yes, Golden Penny Semovita is my soup's first choice. Made with premium wheat and enriched with vitamins. It's the right combo for Nigerian soups. Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's why anytime when they cook like this, they always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatasheo, shombo, onions. No one will know they put. Now he make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You see?
Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that ubonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Who says you can't have it all with one plate?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One plate, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira. My name is Well Done. Okay, well done. I want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
with 500 naira, you can play to win big from 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347*880*3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Money Crossfire, 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos, 20,000 naira on Sunnyside, and 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347*880*3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.
Come online.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, now, so you welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and we're talking to Mr. Abe Akpatira, about what it takes to own a car in these times. You better take this seriously. If you're a car owner, you're just about to buy a car. It could make all the difference. It could jolly well make all the difference. So, Abe, thank you very much for what you've given us so far. I'm a bit concerned about. So, if you do, we were talking about the airbag, isn't it? And so, if you do find that the airbag has been deployed, don't buy. Don't buy. Do we have rules concerning airbags in Nigeria where your car is disqualified from being registered if it doesn't have a functional airbag?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of, yes. Isn't it about time we had some regulations to guide the ownership of vehicles? Well, especially public vehicles. I'm sure, coming from a background of a highly regulated society, I'm sure you'd advocate that.
Yes, I will. Right now, we have some semblance of regulation. When you take your car for roadworthiness at the inspection station, they do a thorough job, but you need OBD machines in order for you to test whether the airbags have been deployed or whether they've been rigged, because you can actually rig the system in the vehicles, so you won't even know that the airbag has been damaged. Some mechanics and some operators, they take out the malfunction indicator lamps, they take the bulb out, so you won't even see it. So you will know it's not working.
You will know, yes. Okay, now there's been a recent incident of bad fuel, and I was a victim last week of what was said to be bad fuel because it affected my injectors. And so I'm wondering, the fuel that we buy these days, do you have any concerns about it?
The NNPC and the PPMC are supposed to regulate the fuel that we're importing to Nigeria. And I don't know the process that they used to inspect those vehicles. I know we've had bad incidents even during the Abacha regime. We have the bad odor fuel, you remember?
Yes.
2 years ago, there was a really bad one that was going around Lagos. A lot of vehicles were damaged, and I don't have any information on those. Only NNPC and their regulators can
But
do that.
in your garage, for example, have you had a more than regular flow of people having complaints like this?
Not recently, no.
Not recently, okay. But do you then advocate, in any case, that we use what do you call fuel treatment when we buy fuel here?
If you have a bad fuel treatment is not going to correct it.
I see.
The fuel is bad, the fuel is bad. What fuel treatment does is to enhance the performance of your vehicle. Because we use straight unleaded fuels in Nigeria.
Yes.
Whereas overseas they have super fuel that they use. They call them high techs. Their obtain is a little bit different than regular unleaded.
So some of the luxurious cars that we drive here, do you think our fuel is up to scratch with the kind of fuel that should be put in those vehicles? I see people have Rolls Royces and so on and so forth, and I do know, even in my own, with my limited knowledge, I do know that the fuel you buy here is not the same fuel that you buy in other countries. So what damage does that do to the vehicles ultimately?
Ultimately, it reduces the performance of that vehicle because those high-end vehicles, they use super fuels. Like BMW, Mercedes Benz, you use super great fuel for those vehicles. It's even written in the vehicle that use super great fuel, not regular unleaded fuels. So, it's indicated in those vehicles.
So what can you do to supplement it?
Like you said, you can put fuel treatment, but that's just cosmetic, Other than getting the right fuel, I don't know anything else you can use.
So invariably, if you had your head screwed on tight, you have no business with these cars in a country like Nigeria when you can't use the appropriate fuel for them.
Apparently, yes.
So you wouldn't recommend anybody buying these high-end vehicles because you don't even have the right fuel. Surely there must be some risk about engine damage or engine wear over time if you keep using the low grade fuel in these cars. Is that right or wrong?
That's right.
Wow.
I have to do a little bit more research on the long-term effect of using low fuel, low grade fuel on those kind of vehicles. Yes.
Well, so get that ready because we might be calling you back in a month's time when we look at developments that are going on. I think once in a while we will have this program at the very least so people can ask you questions because we have about 4, 2, 3, 4, so many phone calls coming in. So let me pick the first one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, Pastor Ladipo.
Please, my question to your guest is this. In car maintenance, how often one should change the engine oil? Hence, you are not using, it's a private car that you are not using often. So how often should one change the engine oil to maintain the engine of that car?
Oh, okay, I think I'd rather say that how long should a car stay without being serviced?
No, that's not the question he's asking. That's not the question.
No, you talked about engine oil, but if you're going to be changing the engine oil, you might as well service the vehicle.
Yes. Between 3,000 and 5,000 kilometers in Lagos, because we spend a lot of time in go slow.
Okay.
So between 3,000 and 5,000 kilometers, you change the oil.
Okay. All right. So let's pick another call, please, Sheriff. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
This is Malik speaking.
Malik, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Uncle Jimmy. I beg to differ to some things he said, Uncle Jimmy.
Okay.
You should not be offended. I'm not a professional, but my dad is a mechanical, electrical, and my late brother, the both of them are dead. When it comes to your servicing of a vehicle, your regular oil should do 6,000 kilometers.
Not 5.
Not 3 to 5. 6,000. If you're using synthetic oil, 9 to 10,000 kilometers.
Well,
you drive or you don't. You drive, not you don't drive. I don't know if you understand me.
Oh, whether you drive or not, it should be changed.
No. You drive. If you don't drive the car, it should not be changed.
You want to change, yes. Okay, kilometers.
Yes. For your gearbox,
yes,
because of time, we have mechanics in Nigeria. I will not say only Lagos that can repair your gearbox. If it's for your Honda, most time your solenoid go bad, but not it depends on the year of the vehicle. For your Toyota, most times is your gear pump. Your gear pump. The pump most time that goes bad.
Okay.
Then when it comes to connection of fuel, Uncle Jimmy, you see he talks about the 4-cylinder engine and the V6 and co. Sometimes it depends on who is driving the car and how you rev your engine that consumes the fuel. I'm trying to be in a hurry. When it comes to the bad fuel you're talking about, it affects the engine.
Okay.
It affects the engine. Yeah. It affects the engine.
Okay.
From your nozzle to your piston.
Okay.
It affects the engine.
All right.
Like your Mercedes, it depends on the year. I think from 2015 or 2014, cannot use regular fuel, then there goes the government. All our fuel is not even good. You buy from filling station, you have 2 different colors or 3 colors of fuel from the same filling station. Good morning.
All right. Abe, how do you react to what he said?
On the oil change, if the guy listened to me clearly, I said 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers in Lagos, because we spend most of our time in traffic.
Okay.
In Lagos, you spend, like I told you yesterday, 3 miles took me 3 hours. The engine oil is getting degraded. I'm sitting there in traffic, the air conditioner is running, the motor is running.
Yeah.
It's different from you live in Abuja or Abeokuta or Ibadan, where not enough
free flow
go
traffic.
slow there.
And
Do you understand what I'm saying? But in Lagos, you sit in traffic for a long time.
Okay, I think that stands to reason. Anyway, these things at the end of the day are a matter of. If I'd probably be looking at 3,000, 3,005 just to be on the safe side. What is this myth about putting off your air conditioner to save fuel? Is it for real? You do find that people
if you turn your air conditioner on in the vehicle,
yes,
you're demanding load on the motor.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You consume less fuel if you don't use the air conditioner.
Okay.
Than if you use the air conditioner. That is true. It's been proven. Scientifically.
So if you're in traffic, what you also do find is that if you're in traffic, after a while you want to switch off the air conditioner because of this particular point and a few other things. Is that valid?
Yes, it is valid.
That's
quite. You want to conserve. You want. Yesterday, as I sat in traffic, I've watched my fuel level go down because I had the air conditioner on. The fuel level was going down. You can see it. It's physical. You can actually see it go down. When you turn the air conditioner off, you can see it will stabilize again also.
Okay, let's pick another one. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Dr. Apostle Jimi Disu, good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you, Chris?
Yeah, the author dog, good morning. I've been using my Gura for the past 8 years. I never changed the plug. How long?
You never changed the what?
Plug.
You've been using what car? Which car is Gura? Is that
Toyota
Yugoslavian?
Camry, Uncle Jimmy.
Toyota Camry?
Yeah.
What year?
2004.
Okay, and you haven't changed the plug for how long?
And for 8 years now, and the car is waxing strong.
Hey!
So how long?
And that car you won't carry go Ghana. I'm sorry for you. Okay, Abi, answer my friend Chris. He says he's been using the car for eight years and he hasn't changed the plugs.
It's an order, Jimmy, because the new spark plug technology they are doing now is supposed to last maybe for the half lifetime of the vehicle.
Oh, really? You don't change plugs like the good old 504 back in the day?
No. Those are the good old days, you know. Now, the new cars they are making, they can last for 10 years. The spark plug can last for 10 years.
Really? That's nice to know, you know. So, if I've been coming for servicing and I've been charged for plugs, I better take a very good look at my bill.
Yes, you do. And you need to ask for the old ones so you can look at it.
But these people always find a way to. By the way,
they always have the old ones.
They always have some old ones somewhere they can put. If you are not careful, they'll put the one of Okada in your car because you won't know. But I want to, and the question has gone off my head now. Oh, okay. Let me pick. Sorry. Let me pick a call. No, okay, we lost that one. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning to your guest.
Yes.
There is something that I want to contribute. You know, in most cars, like he said, V6 and four cylinder and the V8 in consumption of fuel. Another thing you look at is there is something I would call catalyst.
Catalyst?
I think, yes, catalyst.
Catalytic converter.
Catalytic converter, yes, I thought, okay.
Yes. And the same thing, the catalyst also have catalytic sensor. if the catalyst is there, but the catalyst sensor is not working, the motor will be consuming fuel.
Is that right, Abe?
Yes.
Let me just go through this for him.
Mm.
Fuel consumption leads to poor maintenance of the vehicle.
Okay.
The things you need to check for are clogged or damaged fuel injectors. Number one, the engine air filters have to be changed regularly. Dirty oxygen sensors. There are 2 or 3 oxygen sensors in this vehicle, and they have a lot to do with fuel consumption. Clogged fuel filters. The bad ignition system also contributes to poor fuel consumption also.
Okay.
Old or incorrect engine or oil use for the vehicle contribute to it. And another important thing that contributes to poor fuel consumption is dirty mass airflow meter sensors.
Okay. But what about the catalytic converter he's talking about?
Catalytic converter, if it's bad or if it's clogged, of course, you get poor fuel consumption.
But some cars don't have this catalytic converter. What does it mean?
Those are very old cars. Those are very old cars.
I mean, they say the catalytic converter sometimes is stolen from the vehicles. One of the things they remove at the port. Is that right?
I heard it, but I'm not sure.
Would the car drive without a catalytic converter? Let me go that way, yes.
It will drive, but it'll be making a lot of noise.
I see. So that's probably a hint. When your car is making a lot of noise, Can it be like removed in traffic or?
No.
No. So it has to be your professional that would remove this.
Not necessarily. Car vendors, they know how to remove a catalytic converter in less than 10 minutes if they have the right tools.
Wow. Okay,
they use reticulating saw. They just jack your car up, use reticulating saw, they bam, they cut it, and they're gone.
Okay, Abe, finally, because I have just about 5 minutes to go, you find that because people are losing their jobs and so on and so forth, they want to go into public transportation, like, Uber, Bolt, and all these things, taxi. Which can you recommend the things you need to look out for in a car before you put it on a road for Uber? Now, remember that Uber means you'll be crisscrossing, you'll be crisscrossing the environment from Ilasamaja to wherever, up and down and down and up. So, just very quickly, what are the things, if you want to go buy a Tokumbo car specifically for that kind of, function, apart from private ownership, what are the things you need to look out for very quickly?
A good engine, a good transmission,
yes,
the bodywork, good electrical system. Make sure there are no malfunction indicator light on the dash.
Yeah,
that's very important also. Overheating, make sure the car is not overheating.
Yes.
So what you need to do is to get a mechanic to inspect the vehicle.
Now, unfortunately, I don't want us to go mentioning brands like that because I don't want to demarket. But surely one can comfortably say that Japanese cars are your best bet. Is that right?
Yes. In our climb.
What about these new Chinese cars that are coming up? Do you have any history of them, being able to do, perform the same function seamlessly?
I cannot vouch for them, but I can vouch for Japanese cars because they've been tested.
Yes, they've been tested. And also, is it still the myth that we had that Japanese cars perform better in traffic than others? Is that myth does it still hold?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
at least in Nigeria, if you count 10 cars on Nigerian road, 8 of them will be Japanese cars. That tells you something.
And they hold their own when it comes to keeping their temperature in traffic.
They do, and they keep their value also.
Okay, Abe, we'd like to thank you very much for coming. I'm happy to be able to bring you out from your busy schedule to come and educate us. I think Nigeria will be thanking you for for the information that you revealed. As you know, listeners out there, this is on YouTube and is on Facebook, so you can always go back to refer to it. But Abe, one of these days you're going to have to come back though, if you don't mind.
Anytime, JD.
Anytime, JD, yes. I know you'll do anything for me. I can't say the same. I don't think I'll do anything for you, but that's what friends are. Give my regards to Madame, okay? And go have your breakfast. As a pensioner, he's enjoying himself at home, okay? This is where we are going to end it. I'd like to thank Abe Akpatira for coming to the program. This is where we're going to end it for today. We'll be back tomorrow, and we haven't had open mic for a while, so we might have some kind of open mic tomorrow, a guided open mic. Pick one or two topics, and then we all look at this. And on Saturday, don't forget the couple that have been married for 24 years. Once in a while, we need to celebrate ourselves. It's not, programs shouldn't always be like hitting government and the governor did this and the president did that. Let's get a life. There's a life. I'm not going to look at issues, for example, like where the Labour Congress said they've come down from asking for a salary of 1 million naira to 500,000. Who is playing that joke? I heard Kofi Battles this morning, and I thought I'd see it in the newspapers. Can we get reasonable and serious, for a change and stop this nonsense? For me, the national wage is not so much about money; it's about value. Gawan doubled our salaries when we got to Dodgy way back in the 70s. I got to Dodgy. We haven't recovered as we speak. We've been going from bad to worse. So it's not throwing money at things. It is the value. That's where the NLC should concentrate on, the value. If you like pay people, if you pay people 1 million naira as minimum wage, then you'll be paying rent for one room, maybe about 5.5 or 6 million. That's the way it goes. And so we should stop this joke. The NLC should do their homework very well, get serious, and come out with a full thought-out figure that they can negotiate with. With that, you can carry us along. With the current dispensation that you have, I think that somebody is just playing a very nasty joke on us. Okay, so that's where we'll end it for today. I'm looking forward to the weekend. On Thursdays, my spirit is up, knowing that on Friday like this, I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to thank Mr. Sheriff, who also has gotten some tips. I know he's about to buy another car. So he can consult Abe on what car he should buy. He too ran into the problem I ran into, but I've rectified mine. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9. Bye.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.